All MC can see are the internal organs. He is figuring out where to strike. It's like he got the awakened eyes they get in Demon Slayer, where they can see the body of demons and where to cut. We are told again that pigs are 95% similar to humans. Maru walks up the boss, therefore no matter how good a person is, they are just a pig. Boss all serious now states if MC is confident he should try attacking him. We see one of the managers writing his will in his own blood. Other managers ask him, what is he doing? He tells them he is writing his will and they should too. They ask why all of a sudden. He tells the others that no one is ever reported alive after seeing boss go all out. They ask what does it mean? It means that whenever someone sees boss fighting, they end up dead, and that's why they are all going to die. Boss jumps up and ready to slam his axe and so he does, slams and crushes the ground. MC barely dodged the attack and jumped to the side, and quickly notices the axe coming for him. Boss swings the axe and sends Maru flying. Boss states that he was so proud of Maru and asks MC why is he doing this right now? Has he forgotten everything he was taught? Boss charges at him with his axe extended straight. Boss asks if Maru forgot about not dodging in a straight line, but is shocked to see Maru dodge the strike and grab the handle of his axe. Using the momentum, Maru pulled himself forward to strike. Boss asks if he waited for the moment he went straight and stabbed him in the face, and Maru used the axe that was used to pin him down earlier. Maru goes for the swing to cut the throat. Boss states that challenges are good but his small knife can't reach him, and in order to cut his face, Maru holds the handle of the knife with his fingers extending his reach. He cuts the chin, and then slashes the boss's face. Minions are shocked and worried to see boss get injured. Even the boss is shocked to get his face and sunglasses get sliced. Minions can't believe if Maru was ever this good. MC takes a step back and charges in. Boss kicks him away and states that he was just playing with Maru until now, but MC is running at him with a killing intent. He thought Maru was just yapping about slaughtering him, but he really plans on killing the boss. Maru is sent back by the kick and hits the wall. Boss, while using his axe as a stand, states that if MC comes at him like that, then he'll have to kill him, and he hits him with a double kick. Maru can't recover to dodge the attack and is hit in the stomach, sent flying and crushing in the tables nearby. Boss calmly walks up to him and is ready to do a straight swing. He mocks MC that he couldn't even withstand the previous attack. Then how about this? Boss flexes his muscles and oh boy, this guy is jacked and lean. He asks if Maru knows from which direction the axe will strike him, left, right, or above. Oh boy, without his sunglasses he looks menacing. MC quickly notices something on the side. He grabs the hammer and smashes it straight in onto the coming axe. As it is with every weapon, the sharp side is weak, and the hammer one, axe is broken and the boss is shocked. MC, being an absolute piece of shit, asks a cow joke. What you call it when you kill a cow? Boss asks what? Die cow, and Maru starts a Gatling gun of hammer and knife attacks. Manager notices something, that Maru is using Red Bull's hammer attack, and Four Eyes stabs to strike. MC quickly changes his grip and starts slashing using Kim Yang style. Manager can't believe that Maru copied the moves and styles of the people he fought. He thinks that this could be the first time when the boss could lose. We see boss in a defensive position trying to cover some of his vital spots. He gets angry and amidst the flurry of attacks manages to grab MC's neck. Boss states that MC really thinks of him as pig, and while holding boss starts pounding him with his powerful fists. Boss states that he treated him so well, he cleaned up all of his shit in Japan, and yet Maru dare see him as a pig. Maru is now on the ground still getting smashed by the boss. Boss attacks him with a powerful hook and asks if this is how he repays grace. By becoming his enemy, boss lifts up his axe and tells MC that he didn't use his full power against him once, yet he still wants to go until the very end? MC, taking all the beating and bleeding, gets up again. Boss, standing over him, tells him that he can't let him die. Boss states that what's the point of saving one person if a bunch of people give him shit about it? Boss asks if MC comes at him with killing intent, shouldn't he just kill him? Maru thinks that he is going to die. He wonders if he is going to die. Should he really be thinking like that? For revenge, he threw all of his memories he had with the boss. In order for him to not hesitate, he threw away all his positive feeling towards the boss. He even threw away his emotions to see people as people. In order to win, he threw away everything. At least that's what he thought, but there is something he hasn't thrown away yet, and that is his life. He is ready to throw it away, and boss is ready to swing with his full power to kill Maru. MC has thrown away his will to live and everything. And now, with nothing to lose, he jumps to attack the boss. They are both in each other's striking range. Suddenly Kim kicks the door open and all guns blazing comes in and asks if the boss wants to die. The buffet voucher has expired. She is ready to stir up a hornet's nest but is shocked to see something and drops her gun. Boss asks, is our little missy here? Boss smiles and turns his head to look at her. Boss drops a key at her foot and tells her to listen closely. If she goes into the boss's office, she'll find a safe. all of her contracts are in there. Kim asks what the fuck is boss talking about. Boss tells her that in the safe half of the money is her retirement money, and as he falls to his death, he tells Kim to give the other half to Maru. Maru is just standing there all bloodied and wounded and crying his eyes out. He gets into the fighting stance and tells Kim that if she is going to attack him, she should do it quickly. Scene shifts and we see someone getting his eye squeezed out, and it's out. We are getting a flashback of the boss, and as a kid he was into making other children blind. As the kid boss sits atop all the bodies he killed, we are told that this is the story of a man who lived as the king of a pigsty, and we see Kid Boss eating like a pig. This breeding ground that was called a pigsty raised humans as pigs in a special way. They kept children in pig cages. This was done to drive the kids to the extremes, and they didn't give them any food to bring them to the point of starvation and then feed them literal shit, because hunger makes one extremely sensitive and violent, to the point one will turn into a beast. With just one pile of shit all the children were let loose to eat, they would fight and kill each other, and they were given food for one last time, to watch that one pig, that is surviving in this hellhole, get all the food for itself. Oh man, using the it pronoun for humans is diabolical, but no matter how much a pig runs, at the end it's but a pig, and we see someone with a metal bat standing behind Kid Boss, and it will be tamed with a stronger violence. The butcher in sunglasses starts smashing Kid Boss, but the kid is still eating. This is the torture of repeated starvation and getting beaten every day, and then being thrown into the pig cage. This is the gruesome violence. And only a few pigs are able to survive this harsh selection, and those selected pigs are sent on missions. Now we see Kid Boss holding a knife standing in front of a gang members, while the thugs make jokes and fun of each other. Kid Boss asks if the guy in the middle is the Blood Sea of Mapo. Thug asks how does he know that, and without any hesitation Kid Boss stabs the guy. As other members get ready to attack the kid, we are told that the fate of these pigs has already been predetermined. Other thugs, now angry at the kid, start beating the child, and we are told that these pigs are raised to be slaughtered, but sometimes, the pig that should have been slaughtered comes back alive, and now we see the boss in his teen years, but he is still living like a pig, as we are told even if the pigs do return, but the pig doesn't go back to being a human, and we see the Kid Boss still eating like a pig, and living like a pig. At this point this child has embraced that it is a pig, he lives like a pig and he should die like a pig, but it didn't die, even though he was sent to die several times, but he always came back alive. He kept surviving and suddenly started getting this thought, oh, and we find out where he got his axe from. Boss started thinking, was it humans or pigs that he was killing? Oh boy, what an excellent panel, just look at the art style. Boss, now probably an adult, stand atop the bodies he butchered. He is an adult now and completely jacked. Boss remembers that it was one of the days when he came back. The higher-ups were having a discussion, as the butcher tells other that Boss is the pig he was talking about. Boss ignores him and walks past him. Butcher gets angry and starts beating the now adult pig with his metal bat, asking how dare a lowly pig ignores him? He asks what would the people here would think if the pig acts like this. Boss is getting angry at the butcher. He raised them as pigs. How does he get any say in how the pig behaves? Boss in on his knees on the side while the butcher talks to the big boss. This open shirt tits showing purple hair women. Butcher apologizes to the chairwoman. Butcher states that Boss is very skilled but he doesn't have any manners. Chairman asks if this was all this pig amounted to. Big Boss slaps the butcher and asks WTF is he doing in the middle of their discussion. She takes her glove off and tells the subordinate to throw it away. Boss, while on his knees, figures out that the butcher is not a human, he's a pig too. Boss, now angry, grabs his axe and gets up thinking that if the butcher is no different for livestock, then Boss runs to attack them. Butcher and other minions try to protect the big boobs Big Boss. Butcher tells Hong Juno to stop. He is not allowed to touch the chairman. Boss is ready to become the king of the pigs and is ready to bring down his axe. Big Boss is shocked to see how this pig slammed his axe into the butcher's head, slicing it in half. Boss pulls out the axe and a spring of blood erupts from the butcher's head. As he takes Butcher's sunglasses, he tells the chairman that if she wants to use animals, she might as well use the best one, and now the boss is ready, standing in front of Big Boss. She thinks that he's interesting, and she'll give him a chance, and just like that his drug kingdom was born, and Boss became the one to raise pigs and train them, and during those boring days he met Kim Yang and Maru, and spending his time with them, he started to dream of the day when he could live like a human too. But the Japan incident happened and Boss was ordered to discard Maru. He got angry at the notion of doing such a thing. He told Big Boss over the phone that he cleaned up after Maru, and he even came to an agreement with the Japanese bastards. So why does the Big Boss wants him to discard Maru and Kim Yang? Big Boss tells him that the young have been doing good so far, and if he doesn't discard them, he'll be discarded along with them. And we see the big bitch sitting in his golden office surrounded by gang members. She asks her perhaps the boss wants to be sent back to the pigsty? Boss knows that he is a pig and, in his anger, he punches his table. The force of the punch breaks the table and cracks the floor. Boss is a pig and orders are absolute to pigs. And we are back to the present where Boss is about to kill Maru. He even thought about killing Maru as he was ordered. However, in the end he couldn't kill him. Boss was a pig living a life without any goals. And Maru is a human who's putting his life on the line to protect what's important to him. And in that moment, seeing Maru like that, Boss became ashamed at himself. He wanted to become a human and so he dropped his axe. He wanted to be seen as a human, and we see the axe drop as MC stabs the boss with nothing to lose. As he is stabbed he tells Maru to look at him, and as he falls to his death, he asks, "I am a human in the end, aren't I?" And while smiling he tells Maru that he must live like a human till the very end. And this was the story of the king of pigsties, who died smiling as a human. We see a shadow appear over the dead king's body. The guy sits by his body and states that he wanted to be the one to kill him. And this eye patch guy is World Group World Security Senior Managing Director Choi Kajung. We'll just call him Eye Patch. We see this one-eyed guy trying to pull out one of the king's eye, and yes, he is the same child whose eye boss pulled out at the start of the flashback. As he pulls the eye out he states that he is taking back the eye boss took from him. As he walks away he crushes the eye in his hand and tells the dead king may he rest in peace. On the phone he tells the chairman Yu that he just confirmed it. Juno is dead and the safe he was in charge of has disappeared. As he assures the big boss an army of thugs stand behind him. And we see a van cruising down the road. The three managers, Kim and Maru, are inside the van. Eye Patch assures that the one who killed Juno, no matter where he runs off to, he'll tear him to pieces alive, and he'll bring back the safe.